I just want to make a couple minutes of closing remarks, just for the record. I think it's notable that as of the start of the meeting, that there has been zero mentions on Fox News of their host text to Mark Meadows. The text that Ms. Cheney read last night at the Select Committee's meeting, not one. And that's despite the fact that one of the hosts that texted him was live on the air all morning. I can't account for what was said while we were in this hearing. But look, I'm glad that these hosts privately pushed to stop the violence on that awful day. But what I'm upset about is that is what they've publicly said ever since. That what happened that day somehow wasn't the fault of Donald Trump and his allies. That what happened really wasn't a big deal. That all this is being overhyped. This would be a good time for these hosts to use their platforms to tell the American people the truth, just like they were privately texting Mark Meadows the truth on that terrible day. That the president's inaction hurt us all, that he should have done more, that he should have pushed to stop the violence. But I have to say that their silence is deafening. And I just also want to remind my colleagues what one lawmaker texted to Mark Meadows after the January 6th attack, and let me quote, "Yesterday was a terrible day. We tried everything we could in our objection to the 6 states. I'm sorry that nothing worked," end quote. Now just think about that. A lawmaker is apologizing for failing to steal an election, for failing to overturn the will of the American people. I mean, is that really what our politics have become? You know, destroy democracy if your team isn't victorious. And I'm really worried that some of what we are hearing from the other side is just an attempt to run out the clock, to keep things in the dark so the truth stays buried. So we're here today to get to the truth, and that's what this is all about. And the final thing I'm going to say is I was here on that terrible day on September 11th, and I had my share of disagreements with the Bush-Cheney administration. But on that terrible day, in the aftermath of that horrific attack, Democrats and Republicans came together, stood on the steps of the Capitol, sang "God Bless America," and to try to show the citizens of this country that we are one, and to show the world that we're united in our outrage against the terrible violence that we just experienced. And I thought after January 6th, what we all witnessed, what I witnessed, one of the last people off the House floor, I saw these people face to face. I thought when that was all over with, something similar would happen, that we would come together and all speak as one in our condemnation of what happened here, and all be committed to getting the truth. That didn't happen. You know, and the lack of curiosity, the lack of outrage, you know, the rationalizations why we shouldn't be compelling people to testify, it's just stunning to me. A number of people have said it, and I know you have as well, that, you know, we're at a crossroads. I mean, our democracy is being threatened, and this is serious. And as I said in the beginning, you know, coups very rarely succeed the first go around, but they oftentimes do the second time around. So this really, if there's ever a moment to kind of be above politics, it's now. And I get it. I mean, maybe if all the primaries were out of the way and we were having this discussion, maybe it would be a little bit more balanced. But we have an obligation to get this right. And I want to commend the chair and the vice chair for their courage in doing this work. You know, I think history will reflect well on what you were trying to do here, and we want you to succeed. So with that, no other people wanting to ask questions, you are free to go, and thank you so much.